want to be good at is hard work. You hear that, and I think you guys know that. But as a coach, it's our job to always remind you, it's hard work. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes we get hurt. Sometimes we get bruised. Sometimes we're just tired. Sometimes we're bored. You're like, man, I wish I could do something else. That's life. That's life. That's business, and you get older. That's school. That's relationships. And that's sport. So you have to always decide, are you in or are you out? If you're not in, that's okay. It doesn't change anything with me. If you're not in, that's cool. I can still see you and say, hey, nice seeing you, everything's good. Today Tobias was with me in CrossFit. I saw one of my athletes. I haven't seen him in 10, 12 years. This kid was phenomenal. Awesome guy. Haven't even seen him. No less. I don't think of like, oh, what a jerk. He doesn't train Taekwondo anymore. It is what it is. But no, that's going to be hard work. So you guys had a hard 3 or 4 days. I mean, 2 practices a day, still tired from traveling, trying to have fun, sleeping not in your bed, not eating your own food. It's a little tough. But you made it through. You made it through. You did a great job. You worked hard. Hopefully you learned a couple things. And you did a very good job. You get a day off today, day off tomorrow, but you have 2 most important days. That's what you really came here for. You came here for the interaction, but you came here to be exposed to all the people coming, right? So you can't start here and finish here. Wherever you start, here, I don't know where you started, but you have to go up. You have to go up. There is no staying the same. There's definitely not going down. You have to go up. So that's going to just take here and here. That's what it's going to take. All right, guys? So remember, it's hard work. I'm going to say this to everybody at the camp, and I'll say it to you guys right now. It's 2 days of packed days. From 9 o'clock in the morning until 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. Then the next morning from 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock. It's a lot in 2 days. So you've got to be ready here. You got to do the right thing. You got to drink. You got to eat. You got to rest. You got to calm down. If you want to go like this. Now, if you don't care about going like this, then do all the wrong things. Don't eat. Don't drink. Play around afterwards so that when you're done, you'll be like this. And that's on you. Not on me, not your parents, not your coaches, it's on you. Okay? Does that make sense? So do the right thing, guys, as you get prepared. One of my coaches, or one of my captains, the first time I made the team, Olympic team in 1988, I was a kid. I was 17 years old. And the captain was like 32 years old. I didn't understand everything, but one thing he told me one time, well, he didn't tell me, I heard him tell somebody else. And I heard it and I was like, that makes sense. He said, and he was older, but he said, we play hard, we party hard, and we fight hard. Now, maybe some of that doesn't apply to you, but I like it. I was kind of like, you know what? When it's time to play, let's play. When it's time to train, we train. But if you're going to play hard, guess what? You better train hard. Does it make sense? So I was like, you know what? Whatever you do, you're all in. If you're resting, all in resting. You're having fun, all in. So as you get prepared for this week, I want you to think about that. All right? I'm not going to go over every single thing that we talked about since Monday. Hopefully you guys took good notes and you can keep it in your brain and you guys can practice it as you go along. The last thing I'll leave you with, and you guys are lucky because you've been here for 4 days. I told you some of the things that we've done over the last 3 or 4 days. We're going to do it at the camp. So it'll be your second shot to do it, right? And you should be better at it. I shouldn't say the same mistakes as you see you. You should be better than the other guys at the drills because you'll know some of them. Makes sense, right? So do something twice, you're better than the first time, 3 times better the second time. So it'll be a little bit of a repeat. And this is going to be a repeat over there. I read something recently, and I loved it. And it was 3 different sayings. And the first thing said, talent, your ability, talent. Talent is God-given. Be humble. So you might think it's you, but somebody created it. If you don't believe in God or Jehovah or whatever you believe in, somebody gave you something. All those abilities. So for that, you should be humble. Okay? Second thing it said, praise is man-given. Be thankful. So you do good, God doesn't come down and praise you, really, does He? No, all your people around you, the audience, the crowd, you're a superstar, basketball player, everybody wants your autograph. So, God-given. Praise is man-given. So for that, be thankful. Be thankful to the people around you that do things for you. Remember I talked about karma? I believe in doing the right thing. I believe in shaking your hand. I believe in, hey, how's everything? Okay, because somewhere down the line, when I fall down, and my knees hurt, and I look at this guy, he's going to remember if I said hi to him or not, and it's going to determine whether he walks past or he says, hey, can we help you up? I believe that. So be thankful to the people that give you all that praise. And the last one I think is really interesting. It says conceit. You know what conceit means? Arrogant. Arrogant. How you view yourself. I'm good. I'm strong. I'm fast. I'm beautiful. I'm handsome. I'm cool. Conceit is self-giving. Be careful. So if you think about that, all three of them. One is a higher power. Second one is society. And the third one is self. It's self. So one, be humble for. Be humble that you have that ability. Be humble that you were able to come over here and travel halfway across the world. Second one, be thankful to all the people that have helped you along the way, that have given you something, whether it's just a handshake or whatever it is. And the last thing, be careful. No matter how good you think you are, no matter how many things you've won, be careful with that. Because then all of a sudden you start going like this, that's when you get chopped down. Does that make sense, guys? So, I don't know. For me, when I read it, I was like, man, I think that really, I like it for a life thing, and I like it for a Taekwondo thing. I like it for a sport thing. So, keep that in your mind. All right, guys? It's always fun. I know when we get over there, things are going to speed up and stuff like that. And there's going to be a lot of people, so I won't necessarily be able to talk and hang out with every single one of you guys. But it's always good to have you, to Coach Johansson, and of course the families and the supporters. You guys are always welcome here, and it's a pleasure for me and for my guys to have you guys here. You guys are doing, unbelievable. No offense to the guys that came here 10 years ago, but it's a much different group. It's a much different mentality. That starts from the head all the way down. So you guys are doing a great job. I know there'll be great things out there for you guys in the future. Practice hard, have fun, party hard, play hard, train hard, sleep hard. I like to sleep hard. All right. And I gave you this a long time ago when I was competing. This guy wrote the saying for me. And what it says it's actually in Chinese, but a Korean guy gave it to me. It says Him Jung Hui Tae, which means, and actually it's funny because I have it tattooed, all my friends have it. It's just kind of like, it became one of our little life sayings. And we used to wear it on our uniforms right here. It's kind of like before we fought, we just kind of remind ourselves. And what it means is like to be brave. It means to enter into something. Really means enter into a conflict or battle or war. And when you enter into that, you have to be so brave that there's never, no matter what's happening, you can't go backwards. You can't turn. You can't stop. If you jump into it, you have to finish it or you die trying. There's a Spanish explorer, Cortez, and one of the things he did when he found a land, he would go to a land, he would get out boats, and they would burn their boats. They'd set them on fire. And he said, if we're going home on these people's boats, not on our boats. And imagine you're a warrior. You're like, I guess we don't have a chance but to live, right? A choice. We got to go conquer all these people, take their boats so that we can go home later on. And it's kind of what it is. It's kind of like enter into something, no going back. So kind of fitting for Taekwondo, right? Kind of fitting for life. I mean, you're going to do something, go for it. Don't make excuses. Just go and get it out. So that's all those things are. All right, guys. So that's for you. Okay, stand up. Turn around. All right. Is it good? All right, guys. Bring it in.